Greetings, this is Kevin Jefferson, founder of the Forex Fam and followmytrades.com here on a Sunday. Just wanting to share some analysis with you before before the week gets started. Please forgive the background noise. I'm at home with my family and my family's moving around. So that's just part of the life journey of being a trader. So, but I wanted to analyze the gold versus the USD. I have a lot of students who like to trade gold, and I've gotten questions about what the next direction will be. So what I wanted to do is look at it from different time frames and then share my insights. So what I see on the monthly chart is that it has a high potential for itself to come back down into this area as low as the, let me take this off, as low as the 1381.17 area. So obviously that's not going to happen tomorrow, but over the next several months, I would not be surprised if it gets down into the below the 1380 area. If it does that, then that's going to freak a lot of people out. So anyway, so that's the monthly, and that's on, I'm sorry, that the monthly down into the 1460 area. My apologies. On the weekly, I see an opportunity for it to get down into the 1381.17 area. So the monthly has a higher stopping point or pullback point than the weekly, which means that probably on the weekly you would have a tap down here, a bump, maybe consolidation, and then maybe a wick would form and it would pull back up to the monthly. But we don't know. That's clearly a ways away. But on the monthly and the weekly, I see opportunities for downside that have significant probability and possibility. On the daily chart, what I have is it's actually in a pullback from a short right now, level one short right here on the daily, and I could see it, eventually coming down into this area over the course of a day. Now, as I go down to the 4-hour chart, I do see an opportunity, although this is in consolidation, I see an opportunity for it to move up into, let me click it and say it's going to be probably in the 1770-ish area. So maybe the 1772, 1773 area. So a possibility on the 4-hour could be over the next day or so. It actually could pop up into this area right here before coming back, dropping down here and then giving us a sell trade. So there is a possibility for it upside on this in the short term. It's in a pullback from a long on the 1 hour. And then on the 15-minute, we have an area that hasn't been addressed. Let me try to pull out here and see if we can show it. So I've got this chart here on the 15-minute. So 1729.08 is an area, actually it's eclipsed it with the candlestick right here. It just went ahead and just grabbed those orders. It didn't even, to my knowledge, even move down there. So that may be setting up for the move long in the short term, but I definitely see a sell possibly happening in the next couple of days or so. So it has this area that it's actually tapped and it's coming back up here. So this could be ready to move. But so let's just kind of put some context to this and what I would do as a trader. So whatever strategy you use, I would look for in the short term, first of all, for this to play out, because you see this is in consolidation and it hasn't given a clear indication. My first thought would be that it would at least fake short or move down lower one more time and then maybe pull back and possibly fake high. But the point is, it's not time to take a trade, in my opinion. I think you need to let it play out and give you some clarity about which direction it wants to go. So if it fakes out and goes long, then we can look at the 4-hour and expect to have an opportunity to move up into the 1773 area before another major move back, possibly short. And that wouldn't surprise me. I could see it bouncing up into the 1773 area, coming back into the same consolidation or somewhere similar, and then dropping down below this point right here as well, before it sets up to go short completely. So I would, if it moves north and gives me an indication to go long, I would trade it up into the 1773 area, maybe a little higher depending on how much pressure's on it to go up. And then I'd observe it, and then if I see an indication that it's going to go short, I'd go ahead and take a sell trade and then plan it or plot it inside at least the daily, or higher, so that you could actually have a chance to capitalize on this trade, because there's clearly an opportunity for a pullback. Even though this is actually in a pullback from a long on the weekly, you could have some retracement as a part of this move that could come back up into the same area. So it depends on what's going to happen. There's nothing actually here to give right now, but if it moves long, you have some long targets. If it moves short, you're probably in it for the long haul, because over the next several weeks to several months, the market should be moving down, the gold versus the dollar. So meaning that the markets are collectively gaining more strength, and there's less concern or less safety concern in the markets. That means that the market is going to become more bullish, which would drive gold prices down. So from a fundamental and an intellectual standpoint, it makes sense that gold would probably want to come back down, but not before it does one last hurrah and pushes up north, fakes everybody out, and then comes back and gives a solid trade setup. So we'll see how it plays out. This could all be completely wrong, but we'll see. And the first thing you have to do is have a plan to analyze the markets, a plan to take action depending on whatever the market gives you and shows you and tells you, and then have a plan of action for if the market wants to tell you something different. Because every move that you make, even as you plot out your trades, the thing to remember is, even as you taking a trading decision, moment by moment, the market is giving you new information, and you have to be mindful if it gives you the kind of information that could invalidate your opportunity or your trade. You need to reevaluate it. Not necessarily get out, but you got to reevaluate it. So that's the key to trading. You just can't generally set it and forget it. You can set it and leave it alone for a little while, but you can't set it and forget it. So this is Kevin Jefferson, founder of the Forex Fam. Follow me on Instagram at HelpMakeMillionaire, or you can just go to my website, fmtrades.com, see what we're all about. I help people secure their financial foundations using proven strategies and systems so that they can create the income to buy the assets, to get the cash flow so that they can buy back their freedom. If that sounds interesting to you, go to fmtrades.com or go to my link tree in my bio, linktree.com/fmtrades. And I look forward to continuing this conversation and this journey with you. And until next time, happy trading.